Hello there. I got my blue hat on because it's cold up here in Vermont and I'm ready for spring, and I imagine a lot of other people are too. So I was just gonna kind of have a freeform session tonight. I like doing freeform stuff, but I mostly do all my own songs. I just have a lot of songs that I've written in the past, probably 5 years, that I have sort of neglected, and I've just wanted to resurrect them. Because it's a sad idea to think of a song sort of dying in my mind, like there's a graveyard of songs that I haven't touched in 20 years. So I've been going down memory lane, and I try to put a soundtrack to the memories, because ultimately I am creating a memory right now, and I'm happy to share it with you. I think music is such a powerful force, and I'm honored to be a part of some type of continuum. So, I tend to meander a bit, so I apologize, but maybe go on a journey with me. Tuning in. I'm just playing a lot of different ideas. Tonight, I'm blending a lot of songs together. So I sort of apologize in advance if I tend to meander. It's all part of some conscious, yet unconscious need to share my story. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I have a lot of big aspirations and none of them have come true, except for some really important ones. I got 2 kids that are awesome, a former wife that is awesome, I got a job that I love, I work as a medical assistant, but I think I've overstayed my time there. And I think I suffer from self-doubt syndrome, as if it wasn't obvious enough probably. But that's okay, because I hope to bring these songs to a very large, ideally an arena, complete with a light show and a really awesome lighting setup. And a huge choir coming in to sort of lead the audience along. Ooh. what love is, 'cause you gave it to me. Yes, I know what love is, 'cause it set me free. I hope you fall madly in love. I hope you fall madly in love. Under the stars above, I hope you fall madly in love. Under the stars above, I hope you fall madly in love. Under the stars above, I hope you fall madly in love. Thank you so much. I hope you all fall madly in love. That is the purpose of our existence, I do believe. And there are many ways people define that journey. That's a lot of pressure, but that's okay. All I have to do is remember to breathe. I can whisper when I need to know you heard what I said. Sometimes secrets make you end up dead. All I know is I've been here before. Are you going too far? I don't know why I can't believe in me. It's a mystery, but even mysteries get solved. I find meaning in it all. I am lonely, this I know, but I don't know which way to go without a compass. Without my compass, I am blind and I spin in circles. And I know I am blind to what is right in front of me. It's an epic state of mind. I can't wait this last forever. In circles you dive through the fireflies. Oh, in circles you dive through the fireflies. I am waiting I got no wind. I know it bees up in. All I know is I'm stuck in the middle. Seeing you, I know I feel so little, and I am waiting for the other shoe to drop. I know I don't know when I can stop. I lack the self-control, oh, but that's okay. I lack self-control, I know Hello out there. Forgive me, I tend to ramble. I think of it as songwriting on the spot, where I try to disguise if something is pre-thought out, or I guess thought out. I just hear the strings, I hear the orchestra, and it cripples my brain with anxiety. But that's okay. I'm learning to live with the anxiety. That's okay. I'm learning to live with my anxiety. Otherwise, depression will lead to self-oppression, and you won't know you're in chains, and you'll always stay the same, never changing up your routine. Maybe the answer is being as honest on a live stream. Possibly no one will watch. That's okay, because I have to trust in capturing people's attention while they're doing something boring, like vacuuming or driving or doing the laundry. At any point, people could be listening to this, and I would have to be okay with it being on the permanent record. I'm okay for the record, I'm okay with it being on the record. I'm okay with it, oh, I'm okay with it, more than okay with it, I'll go on the record. I can't make this last forever. In circles you dive through the fireflies. I'm having a very therapeutic session tonight. I will tell Nora that, absolutely. Sometimes my memory is terrible. It's like that of a mosquito. But there is partial value in forgetting things quickly if you've had not the best day in the world. And it's no coincidence that it's Friday the 13th. The first one went by and I didn't even notice. But then it came around 1 month later and pow! I have a day. Lay-2. I do remember. Leighton, 0604. Forgive me if I don't read your name very well. I understand that names need to be complicated so people don't get confused with each other. Ah, sweet. I had to take like a week off from streaming because I got a virus of some kind. And viruses have a very good way of just like sapping all of your energy, where you're like, I don't even think I can play tonight. So this is after like a week of not being able to play because I enjoy it so much. And I'm talking myself through the anxiety of it all. In my day job, I'm a medical assistant. And I interact with 20 to 30 strangers all day long. And in a sense, it's good to have you back. Thank you for watching. I decided this Friday evening I would try to just prove the opposite. That yes, I can have a bad day, but maybe my night could be awesome. And this is what I love doing. But a lot of the times there's a lot of other stuff in life that I feel gets in my way. And then I get this angsty buildup of angry energy. Because I know my destiny is not fulfilled yet. And the waiting, as Tom Petty said, is the hardest part. But once he got there, he seemed to really do some of his best work. And I get to watch. Oh yeah, playing is amazing. Playing music for me is just, it's like a therapy session, except the force that I'm talking to speaks back in emotions and energy. It's kind of a strange, it almost feels like channeling something that wants to come out and be, and it doesn't warn me ahead of time. So I'll have something that all of a sudden I really love, and it's like, I've never thought of this before. Why not? So I want to prove to the world that songwriting can be as free-flowing as you want. Just don't think of there being rules. If you want to play one chord, just play one chord. And then hum that chord. If you're doing a minor, really long notes. Stuff like that. So I just start with something like that. And then I think, have I been playing something happy or sad? And I try to think, well, what would confuse me if I put a minor chord with a major chord? A major and a major. And then you've got the na 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 and then down na 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 na. And then I'm like, I should play entirely, yeah, oh yeah, thank you so much. And then I think, well, I should do something funkier now. Maybe that was something that people will like. And then I sneak in the darkness. I hear your whispers racing through the dark. Yes, I still miss her. It doesn't matter who you are. If you lose something, you never get back. This is not the time to wait. No, 'cause you'll never get it back. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope to present my ideas on a bigger stage someday. And then I know my destiny will have been fulfilled. But what is my destiny after that destiny? You never consider the after part. You just think, I'll just be happy forever. But what if you're not? But what if you're not? There's the root of my anxiety. Oh, my anxiety. I let it get the best of me. Oh, God, I hate my anxiety. Let me tell you how it feels to lose control. This was my destiny, and I know I'm a road. I can't make this last forever. In circles you dive through the fireflies. I wanna be with the boys and girls running down the hall. I am here on the outside, wondering when it all will end. And I can't make this last forever. In circles you dive through the fireflies. Who are you to warn me of what I already know came true? Thank you so much for your nice words. You know they helped me through. 'Cause I could play this guitar forever, but eventually my fingers will wear out. Oh, can't you see how painful it is being sober? My mind tells me have a little fun, live your life before it's done. Thank you so much. I'm going on a roller coaster ride tonight. I'm afraid of silence, you see, which is part of the reason why I just play continuously. And if I released my album with one song that was 97 minutes long, wouldn't that be hilarious? Because conceivably I've already done it. I'm just living with the consequences. It's hard to live with so much desire in your skull. And I just want to make sure I'm clear and on the record as saying it helps to know you're not alone. And it's okay to say that on and on I'll wait here for you. I can't believe my eyes, that's my disguise. All along I've waited for this. I can't believe my eyes, that's my disguise. No worries, I'll just be chilling here. I'm so grateful for this technology. It makes sense why I would be so fearful of doing this exact thing, because it never felt like the right time. But then I realized over and over again, I never know what the right time is. It just happens. A lot of this stuff that I play tonight, I've never played before. But it's all shadows of stuff I've practiced a lot. And my goal is to be able to play with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 80, 500 musicians at once. To make some of the easiest songs imaginable come to life. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I tend to wander off, and I appreciate, I guess the idea is I'm requesting patience in the sense that it's a strange thing because I know that I could be taken along on an experience in a car or a boat or, just listening to earbuds, and somebody's reading a paper, somebody's, vacuuming, somebody's at a presentation that's boring. And I wonder how this very moment will affect somebody in the future if they came back and relived it. And I want to just be okay with the idea of it being on the permanent record. And it's not the most professional setup I have here. My destiny involves having 9 more of these guitars that would be clearly identified so I could grab them and oh, thank you for coming back. I was just trying to be somewhat entertaining between songs. Sometimes people are like, would you please stop talking? And I hear you, because I've heard that voice in my head for so long. When I was a kid, my cousins and my siblings, older siblings, we would go to a cottage on a lake. And we would play cards at night and giggle and tease each other and stuff. Until at one point I tried to make a funny joke and it wasn't funny and everybody stopped and looked at me. And in my memory, that moment is 1,000 years long. Because I looked at all their faces and they were all like, they all said roughly the same thing. From then on, henceforth known as Peter the Conversation Stopper. And that kind of ticked me off. And I think I just have that memory as something I feel that I'm blessed with and something I'm cursed by at the same time. And by playing music and sharing it, I feel like I am lifting myself of the curse by saying it's okay to share what you do. Because I clearly battle this insane amount of self-doubt. But I want to smile my way through it. Anyway, this one's called Wolf Mask. And someday, I'll have this really amazing drummer and a bassist that was born with one in his hand, practically. I mean, it inflated after his birth, of course. And then I'd have a piano on the stage for a guest piano player. But then I would also have an organ over by the drum set. And I would want to take some of my favorite piano players and make them sit or stand at a Hammond organ. And my shows would be any combination of these particular guests. And we would do different versions. And for me, it would be very relaxing because I know it took very little effort to learn my songs because I want to keep them simple, if possible. You play piano, that's excellent. I love piano. I miss my piano. My piano is at my friend's house. And I wanna believe my piano can hear me, so I'm sending it a message. I didn't forget about you. You know all I think about is playing you, my piano. You're all I dream about. It feels so good when I walk away. My heart was broken. What more can I say? You were only a little lonely when you lost your mind. How could you know, you were running out of time. future's calling. How do you feel? And you were only, a little lonely when you lost your mind. How long can I live like this? In circles you die through the fireflies. This song is for my piano that's sitting alone in the living room, a mile and a half away. I can hear it calling, but nobody hears what I hear, because it's not truly mine. It's my grandmother's. She bought it for herself, and here I am in an apartment, knowing I made some bad decisions that led to me being pretty poor. But that doesn't have to be my way anymore. I know, I know what I have to do to build a bigger home for you and me and our entire family. I want to live together in harmony, but I know I've been so stubborn. I know I give you every reason to worry. I don't know why I can do it. I think it's because it's an unconscious soundtrack to what my brain is normally doing throughout the day. So I think I associate playing music with sort of giving momentum to good thoughts, and the bad thoughts go quiet for a while. So in between playing music, I feel like I admittedly suffer from the bad thoughts too often, and I succumb to the circumstances of allowing such thinking to take place. So I feel like I sort of deserve this journey of battling myself. And what is the best weapon I have? It's just doing it as much as I can until I, knock myself in the head and say, get over your nonsense, Peter. Get over it. You've got work to do. So I think I've been living with this translucent force in my brain that's just holding my thoughts back. So I figure, actually, you know what? I'm gonna move the guitar capos up here. And yes, I use a double capo for no reason at all. I just like the look of it. It's almost like horns. Anytime I can add horns to anything, I shall do so aggressively. So, I know I have a promise to keep. I have to play as well as I possibly can, because I want my message to be heard. And what is that message going to be? I'll let you figure that out. And I can't take anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down. I hear you clearly now. It's a beautiful sound. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. Oh, 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 oh. You can't believe your eyes, you saw the future. It was only a disguise. And all across the human race, their lives take shape out of space. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I genuinely hope I can in some way improve your mood. I do so without any forethought whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm about to say. So I sort of tee myself up for, you better say something worthwhile. And I guess my worthwhile speech is that everybody deserves love. And I know there are broken people out there. I've met thousands of them. How did I know they were broken? Well, I can spot the signs. And when I spot the signs, I want to say to them immediately, it's okay. You're not alone. You never were, and you never will be. Because you are supposed to be here, doing exactly what you're doing, or you're off course, you know? And we all get off course. Believe me. That alone should bind us together. No, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I know time is precious. I think I'm acutely aware of that now. And we have to think of time as precious. And I think there is a part of me that is mourning the loss of a world that made sense to me somehow. I felt overwhelmed 20 years ago. The madness of it all piles up in your head. But that's okay, because it doesn't have to stay there. I can't take anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down. I hear you clearly now. It's a beautiful sound. And all this time I've been waiting here for you. But I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. And I think it's okay to sometimes bring the most powerful memory you have to the front of your mind and do so with incredible humility and try to understand why things happened the way they happened. Figure out how much they are holding you back and try to let go of them one at a time. Recently, I coined a word, metamorphosis. What, you ask, is metamorphosis? Well, it's the idea of using a metaphor to describe a significant change. And I like to think of them often. And I like to think of a rope being hung onto by hands that are getting weak from squeezing so hard. And the ropes are the potential, but the hands are like your own brain holding you back. Wow, those are wonderful words, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. That's so cool. Thank you. I am sort of dead in the water without my own actions getting me out there doing what I need to do, to play live, to get gigs. They're not easy to get around here, and some of them, there's one piano place that has neighbors in the building that have meetings at night, so his music needs to be kept at a minimum like 20 decibels or something. So on one hand, I respect that fact, and on the other hand, it drives me crazy. Well, why did you move a baby grand piano in there? Are you crazy? How stupid do you have to be? And I would be willing to go to each one of the neighbors and ask them if okay, they could shut their doors at 8 o'clock and agree that I would echo through the building. Let's try one night. You know, I could play for an hour and everybody knew this guy was going to be playing. Think of it as an art installation, but with sound, of course. These are the things that I think about throughout my day. And I think these sessions right here are a part of my process of understanding my existence, my life. And what my life is supposed to be for is bringing people some version of joy that hopefully can last. Or at least have a significant enough of an impact to slightly deaden the amount of daggers you stab yourself with. I want to think of self-loathing as a diagnosis. And the treatment is finding joy in things other than what used to bring you misery. A lot of people deal with addiction, and I can assure you, I understand. It does strange things to the mind. Let's just say that. So I have an album that is done, that is on my laptop, that the artwork is done, and I don't have enough money to put it onto streaming because I don't manage money well, and I don't have a day job that pays what I need it to pay to do what I'm doing, where I am. The why is important because it's a great location, but I need a second source of income, and I don't know how to be a proper human and market myself. I don't know how other people do it. I figured, why just be crazy enough just to set the camera and play? And remember to drink this water that I set beside me. I heard somewhere that playing music around water and then drinking the water is good for you. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. And every time I drink the water, I'm like, don't let it go down the wrong pipe, Peter. And then I fail over and over again. And that's a metaphor for my life, of sorts. Not really a metaphor, is it? It's a saying, it's a phrase. I'm just gonna keep failing until I find happiness. And the only way to find that is by admitting I feel silly for being a scaredy cat for much of my life. So enough with the yapping. Get on with it, would you, Peter? Okay, fine. This is song number 2 on the album. There are 14 songs. It's a total shot in the dark. I am ultra critical of it, and I don't really need to say that, but I want to say that for some reason. Because I want to document the process of making art, the process of releasing art, and the process of what happens after the art potentially becomes something more, whatever that more is. So, this one is called The Spark. And I try to keep my song descriptions vague. So I'll just say, I wrote it for my kids. The day you were born, how could I forget those eyes? The power of a hurricane, the beauty of a new sunrise. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light. You will be the spark. I know you're wondering, you have so many questions for me. I promise you this, I will answer to the best of my abilities. Someday I'll say my goodbye. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will be the light. You will be the spark. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light. You will be the spark. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light. You will be the spark. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You will feel your way through the dark. All I know is I know I can't hear you when you whisper, I need to know what you're saying. I feel better when I know exactly how you feel. It's the fact that it takes so much effort to read you when I can read myself. When I can read myself. All right. Might as well admit it. It's so weird to open my eyes and see a 0. But that's okay. I should try playing one standing up. Better for my spine, most likely. Better for my body. Better for everything, most likely. I don't know. What do I know? Not much. Okay, I get it. I got a lot to learn. I'm still learning, all right? Give me some time. Give me some space. I guess you are. There's nobody there. I'm talking to myself. That's okay. So, this one I wrote today. I can't hear you when you don't speak loud enough. I want to listen, but you make it really tough. All I know is I'm stuck in the middle. I hate myself, but that's okay. I need you to listen to my words, listen to my heart. I know it's hard to keep a straight face, but you know it's important to not give it away. Don't give it away now. Don't give it away now. All I know is I'm caught in the middle. Everywhere I know I will run, I will fall right down. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. it's so confusing. All I know is I'm caught in the middle. Loving you's like snow coming down, way down south. I can't decide which way I'll go. Which way I'll go. Which way I'll go. Which way I'll go. See it in your eyes, where you went all wrong. You forgot to hate yourself for the duration of this song, with nobody watching. I can try some really weird stuff. I can try what has never been done before, and hate myself for not being interesting enough to watch before, and live with that self-loathing like a champion. Like a champion. I don't know which way I'll go. I'll figure it out when I get there. There is no difference when no one is watching. They might be listening. I have neighbors below me. I don't know if it bothers them, so I try not to play too loud. And it feels weird to play quietly, so I don't annoy them. But then I think to myself, why not just go ahead and annoy them? And instead of thinking that they think you're annoying, imagine the possibilities that they like listening, and they appreciate the idea of a very lonely man playing music in his kitchen. And if no one's watching, I have only myself to blame. I wasn't captivating enough, and I was going insane. But here I am, playing my guitar. What the heck am I doing? Playing to a zero and having the time of my life. hour and 10 minutes, something like that. Time evaporates whenever I play. And I know I must calm my brain down and bring it off the roller coaster. That's a difficult process for me because I sit restless, unable to. I have nervous energy. I call it CRS, can't relax syndrome. It's either I can't relax or I'm just not smart enough to identify the fact that there's a better way of thinking. There's always a better way. And thinking the future has some wonderful things is the best way to think. So, I will probably call it quits. But first, put on the record, maybe again, that this song would be at the end of the show. And the song would build and build and then get quiet and then have this really long building, amazing outro. That would go from something very simple to things being added to being added to being added. So the audience is going along with this increasing energy. And then I can start to think of myself as a conductor of the human spirit en masse. And put myself in the position of making sure what I put on the record is what I want the record to read. Yet understanding that there's a lot of things out of my control. But I have to think of the things that are in my control as the best things I can do to counteract any of the other stuff. So, this one is called, of course, the refrigerator kick song. It's almost in the key that I'm playing in. This one is called Stars Anew. I haven't seen you since Chicago. New York was out of sight. Then came LA and we were on our way to the city, faded light. I don't know how we got there. We were lost if you ask me. It feels so good, no, it doesn't seem fair if you die in heaven. You're already there. I'm so glad to be here with you. When you learn to let go, you see stars anew. I know it feels like forever. This will end closer to never. Stars shine on you. Do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. I know it feels like forever. This will end closer to never. Stars anew shine on you. Made amends with my broken past. Forgave whoever I used to blame. Learn to believe nothing will last if you never change, and you always stay the same. Pain can feel so misunderstood, but don't Hello there. This one's for you. This is gonna be a sick guitar solo at some point. Plenty of time. Pain can feel so misunderstood, but don't give up. There's plenty of time. Your light will shine with pain. Once you look into my eyes, you're gonna be just fine. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. Now there's plenty of time. That's a lie. Time is always running out. There's plenty of time. It's just something I say to myself, but I don't believe my own words. It's just something that makes me feel better, but that better feeling, it doesn't last. And I don't know why I can't touch the sky. I can make my own wings on this spot. I can fly up in the air, but I have to be ready for the darkness. I don't know if I'm ready for the darkness, but I will remind myself I'll know when to fight. They don't know how to fight what they've never seen before. It's okay, they like a challenge, because after all, if the darkness can't be destroyed, maybe you can be convinced. Maybe the darkness could stop trying to be so all-consuming. Maybe it could just be some of the time. Hey darkness, what do you say? We're running out of time. Hey darkness, what do you think of my idea? I think it makes sense. 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 I think it makes total sense. What's a mystery to you may make total sense to me. but I don't have the words in my vocabulary to describe how I know the ending is just 2 minutes away. When the clock strikes 9:26, it's an arbitrary thing I do to myself, because eventually I must experience the silence, and I distract myself all too often. Anyway, thank you so much. I've had such a great time tonight, and I do not take your time for granted. I value your time, and I hope we can share time together. That is the philosophy I have for life, but it is not the life I'm leading for life. But I'm working on that. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great night. The clock has struck the finishing minute. I love you all, and love yourselves. Have a great night.